Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if this reading does indeed resonate with you, please be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Alright, so what's crossing you, Scorpio? It looks like you may have finally got a chance to get out and have a good time. Or maybe you didn't, and that's why it's crossing you. Upright, we've got the Three of Cups, basically heralding a huge celebration of accomplishments and a toast of joy. Maybe you've just, solidified the new business or connected to through your emotions, a sign of victory. Be sure to turn to your female friends for compassion and guidance, and forget about your problems. All right, and for your narcissistic card, we've got empath. All right, so you may be an empath, and whenever you're an empath, you have to be extremely careful because narcissists are just completely attracted to you. They're going to take advantage of any empath that comes within their area. And for your oracle card, we've got the Fool card, and I actually just made a whole deck because of the Fool card, because of some things that have happened to some folks that I read their cards after they got the Fool card. I actually wrote down all the amendments, all of our rights, and I put them on a deck of cards. So since you got the Fool card, you're gonna have to listen to some laws. So for your recent past, we've got the Two of Swords, which is a lady who's holding two swords and she's blindfolded. And this is kind of a sign of ignorance because, there's information that's being held back or guarded, but she's got her blindfold on even though she's holding two swords. So it says don't be petty or don't be insecure. Watch out for information that's being held back from you. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Alright, and this is all about analytic. Make sure that you're being an analytical thinker, or you may have a narcissist in your life who is an analytical thinker. Alright, so be careful for that. Also, your perspectives will change, is your oracle card. And this is your recent past. So all this is in the past already. And then in your immediate future, we've got the Five of Swords, which is the defeat card. Alright, so this is a torn celestial plane. This is a huge warning. Scorpio, this is a warning. Overconfidence, victory, potency, ample preparation, unwilling or unable to unnecessary contributions from losing parties. Alright, so this is a man who's carrying all these swords and he's dropping them as he's going, and he's just basically walking away from the battle, but both parties had lost. So it's going to take ample preparation, and just be prepared in case something goes wrong. Always have a backup plan. But your narcissist card says blame shifting. Alright, so it says reaction to the criticism. You can react to any criticisms by reflecting. So in other words, if someone comes at you and they're acting very grandiose, like they're better than you, watch out for blame shifting, because they might try to shift the blame back to you for something that they've done. Alright, and then for your oracle card, it says needs a new adventure. So be sure to get out your map and plan your escape. So for your final outcome, I've got some good news. All right, it is the Hangman card, but it's upside down. So the Hangman is like, it's kind of like when I think about the pandemic. The pandemic really reminds me of the Hangman card, because basically you're just hanging there. You're not dying because you're tied by the leg. All right, but it's upside down. So you're not hanging there anymore. You're starting to get away. So the tree that this hangman is hanging from is representing as above, so below. So the tree above is the same as the roots below, right? Similar to the crucifixion, points of divinity, cross or the gallows, a martyr, seemingly sacrificial, someone who's entranced, enlightened, great awakening, death and resurrection or rebirth. All right, so, but this is the upright side, so it's actually reversed. So you are on your, be proud of the things that you have achieved and sacrificed for. So basically, what this is saying, whenever it's depicting this man hanging in the tree, is that, you know, he's unable to move forward. He's just stuck. He's just hanging there. And this is the final outcome. But since it's upright, you know, you may still not be able to move forward. You might still be stuck in a situation where you can't really do anything, but you're starting to see the full picture. So soon you'll be able to get down and move on with your life, or whatever's been holding you back. All right, and for your narcissist card, we've got the narcissistic victim. All right, so victim mentality is a huge downfall in anyone's life. Even if you were a victim, even if you were a victim for a very long time, you have to go ahead and bury that victim mentality, because if not, you'll always be the victim. So what you want to do is overcome victim mentality. And if you have anyone in your life that is this narcissistic victim, someone who's maybe this isn't you, maybe this is someone that you love or someone that you've taken care of, and they're the victim of a narcissistic abuse, then you definitely want to go in and do anything you can to help these people out, okay? Alright, so then your oracle card says strong vibes, happy lives, and it also says Venus. Now, I happen to notice that Venus is going to go retrograde this month. Alright, so I don't really know exactly what that means. I'll have to look it up for you and leave some notes in the comments there. But strong vibes, happy lives with Venus. It says you have a past life friend who is coming back to you. All right, so maybe if you meet someone that really vibes with you and you feel like, oh my gosh, I know this person, I've met this person before, then maybe you have. Maybe it's your past life friendship. Okay, and for your solidification cards, we've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is shallow status, or you've got a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn in your life, and they're dedicated patients, and they're trying very hard to get the job done, but they're facing isolation. So material wealth is bad. All right, so the sign over this card is saying that, you know, watch out, because you might fall into temptation over materialism. So your second solidifier is the Page of Cups upright. An empathetic person is going to be coming into your life. Chance of love to blossom soon. If you're already in a relationship or a married couple, then this is just another opportunity for you to renew your already solidified relationship. Okay. Ugh, I hate this card. Okay, so we got the stuck in the mud card, the 8 of Swords. Basically, it's this guy. He's stuck in the mud. He's wrapped up. Looks like someone has wrapped him completely up, and he's stuck in the mud. But it's reversed, so you're not stuck in the mud anymore. Even though you felt like you are, maybe you have been in the past, but you're not anymore. So it says for the reversal, positive earth, free to move around, opportunities, get things going, a better late than never. It says feeling free is not being free. I know this feeling, y'all. Just hang in there, okay? It's gonna get easier, I promise. Couples to survive. There you go. There it is. So you might have been struggling with some rough times, especially it might even have some issues repaying debts. So you might have to cut something loose. If you're having struggles with financial situations, it's a good time to double check that bank statement. Make sure that there's not anything on there that's, you've already canceled it and it's still going through. It says, do not take on more than you can handle. This is true. It's never good. I've made this mistake for years. I always take on way more than I can handle, and then people are like, "It took you like how long to do this?" So yes, you have to learn how to narrow your focus, okay? And as long as you do that, as long as you don't take on too much, you should be great. With this new year coming, celebrations are coming. And you just be careful because, oh, I forgot you got the Fool card. Alright, so we're going to have to read you a couple of these cards about your laws. Because the last person I read this Fool card came up on, they ended up with some problems. So I decided to make this card full of laws and all of your rights and all of your amendments. And I don't have the Miranda rights in there yet because I don't want to scare anybody half to death. But let's be real, people. That's what this is all about, is preparing yourself so that you don't end up in a compromised situation. Alright, so it says for what's crossing you, freedom to remain silent in a police interrogation. Okay? Okay. Don't forget that you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Alright, recent past. We've got the 2 of Swords, which is the lady with the blinders on. This is all about a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius air signs. And this particular card says it's the 15th Amendment, allowing all races equality to vote. Hallelujah. Alright, so for your immediate future, we've got reestablished what a citizen is. Africans are now American citizens. Oops, I didn't put the date on there. Anywho, the 14th Amendment. So first they made them citizens, and then they allowed all races to vote. And then the 27th Amendment is your final outcome, says stopping the payment of Congress if there is a change to go. Okay, so this has to do with somebody's leaving Congress, but they're making all these changes so they get more money coming in. Well, none of those changes can go into effect until the seats have actually changed. So if Congress decides that they want to get paid more and they actually get it approved, then until the new seats are taken, they can't get these laws changed within the same time frame. Alright, so that's basically just protection against people manipulating the financial system. Alright, and for your last card, free to vote. Don't forget the 24th Amendment, poll tax, freedom to vote. So if you didn't vote, then shame on you. And the reason I pulled those cards is because the Fool card has this man walking way too close to the edge. See how he's right there on the edge and he's got a dog jumping on him? That's dangerous. Be careful what you're doing. Pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, it definitely will serve you if you do. Alright, Scorpio, I think we've covered everything. And tell me what you think about my warning law. I think I don't know, I just thought that would be too funny. And oddly, it kind of lines up a lot of times, even though it's very strange and some of those laws are very old. It's just so strange how it lines up. But you all have a wonderful 2021. I wish you the best. If you are dealing with narcissistic victimhood, blame shifting, or any of these narcissistic traits that I went over, please be sure to get real help for narcissism, narcissistic abuse. We actually have Dr. Grande and Dr. Romani on YouTube, which have some really great videos that can help you find out if that's what you're really, going through. Then they have so much information to let you know if, you really need to go see a psychologist or if it's something that you can handle on your own. All right, y'all. So, happy 2021. Y'all come back now, you hear?